Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about what is the best VPN for Netflix in 2022. We're going to helping you decide, a VPN that will work really good to unblock certain regions of Netflix. Now, I've done a lot of testing here on the channel. That's Netflix that you keep hearing. I've done a lot of testing here on the channel with pretty much every single VPN, and I've been covering this issue since like 2016. So I've done my fair share of testing, made tons of videos on the subject. And after all the testing, that's what this video is going to help you with in 2023, helping you decide which is the best VPN. So there's a couple different categories we want to look at when deciding on the specific VPN best for unblocking geo restrictions for Netflix. This VPN is also going to be good for unblocking geo restrictions for Prime Video, Hulu, BBC iPlayer, HBO Now, and those kind of things, because you want something that works for everything, right? But there's also going to be a number of characteristics that are specifically I'm going to be keeping in mind when choosing this Netflix VPN that others might not even be thinking about. Number one is going to be the regions accessed. You're going to want a lot of regions to be accessed. You don't want to pay for a VPN and then not be able to watch a specific Netflix you want. Whether you want to watch the USA version, the Japanese version, the German version, or even the Brazil version, certain VPNs allow you to access more regions of Netflix faster and just more easily than other VPNs. Some VPNs can access a couple different versions, but not that many, and some can't access any at all. So that's something you definitely have to keep in mind, is how many regions you want to be able to unblock, or if there's a specific region you want to unblock, you want to make sure that this VPN supports it. Second, guys, is you want to make sure to pick a VPN that has really good speed. You want a VPN that probably has over 50 plus servers supported. This generally means you're going to be able to connect to a server close by to your location no matter where you are in the world. So you're definitely going to want a VPN that has a lot of server locations. However, you also want a VPN that supports WireGuard and performs really well in speed tests. So if you have a slow VPN, not only that, a VPN that doesn't have many servers, you're not going to connect and be able to watch Netflix content very well, especially with stuff like buffering, lag, or anything like that that could ruin your experience. Next up is you're going to want compatibility. Now this comes in a variety of different factors. You're probably going to want a VPN that gives you smart DNS capability. Basically, certain VPNs support a DNS unblocking feature where you could plug a certain characteristic or code of numbers into a gaming console or a device like that, and it will access the DNS provided from the VPN. And this will let you unblock streaming restrictions with something like Netflix. So for certain devices like Apple TVs and stuff like gaming consoles that don't let you install VPN, smart DNS is a must, and you want to get a VPN that does support it. Lastly, you're probably going to want a VPN that has pretty good router support, a big enough VPN that is able to be put on a router with certain amount of configurations. Certain routers have pre-flash capabilities for certain VPNs. And stuff like GLINet, I know only supports certain VPNs natively, easily, and some other routers out there, Vilfo, and those kind of things as well, have certain VPNs they support. All right, guys, so which VPN am I going to be picking for my best VPN for Netflix in 2023? Well, that's actually going to be my OBS screen. Now, guys, we're actually going to be picking NordVPN. NordVPN is actually really good for streaming. They have some kind of weird DNS/residential proxy network or something like that makes it extremely effective in unblocking Netflix geo restrictions. This is probably my number one reason to recommend Nord, is because the combination of factors. One, it's an extremely big VPN, probably the biggest one, which means it has tons of servers and really good speeds. Two, it has smart DNS capabilities, which means you can use it on gaming consoles or anything like that, and I've even made videos showing it working on Apple TV. And third, it does have pretty good router support, with various router companies working well with NordVPN because it is such a big company at large. The good thing about Nord, it's also available on pretty much every device too, outside of the smart DNS functionality. It works well on Android TVs and stuff like that if you want to unblock Netflix on those specific devices. And it even works on Fire Sticks too, so that's nice. This is what the main application looks like here on my computer. For some reason, it's taken a little bit time to load. It also decided to launch Razor. So it's a good looking application, a nice new modern interface, and you pretty much just collect and you are good to go. I'm blocking pretty much any region of Netflix. And in fact, here on the channel in the past, I've tested around like 8 or 10 regions and it almost worked with every single one. The only one it didn't work with is it turned out I misspelled the name of that show, and that's why it wasn't finding it, even though it did actually find it. So guys, that's my recommendation. If you want to help support the channel, click in the description down below to visit Nord and get the best ongoing current deal. This video was not sponsored by Nord. They did not pay me to make this video, and I don't work for the company. Just to my test objectively, this is what I found to be one of the best recommendations for specifically unblocking streaming services like Netflix. Anyways, guys, see you again in the next video very soon.